Hello and welcome back to the Hungry House Husband Show. Today I have for you sweet potato coconut soup. Now everybody should hopefully know what a sweet potato tastes like. Everybody knows what coconut tastes like. Well, this is kind of a marriage of the two with a little bit of curry flavor thrown in. My wife kind of has a thing for Thai food and Indian food in general, and really likes curry powder for some reason. Now, curry, I actually turned her on to some time back, and she really enjoys it. But since she has to have soup, might as well try and get it to her in a soup form. This is super easy, super quick, and doesn't take more than maybe a half hour or so to make. So as the ingredients scroll across the screen, let's go ahead and get started. So to begin, we're going to take our large soup pot, stock pot, whatever you want to call it, over a medium-ish high heat. Go ahead, add in your coconut oil. Then to the party, we are going to bring our vegetables. And that party is going to consist of our ginger, our garlic, there's the ginger, and our chopped onion. Now, it doesn't have to be super tiny pieces or anything, because we are, again, going to blend it. I kind of like the blended soups. Some people probably think they look a bit too baby foodish, but they don't taste like baby food. They are actually quite savory and very good. I don't eat them just because I don't want to eat food that she needs. You know, it's the only food she's got. So I just cook these strictly for her, and just happen to record them as I do it. We're going to take our onions and everything, and we are going to just sweat it all out. We want to soften them up. Now, after a couple of minutes or so, we're going to go ahead and add in the curry powder. Okay, and we're going to just mix that up as well. Let this go for, I'd say overall about 7 minutes total. It will become very fragrant. The onions will become very translucent. Okay, so it's been about 7 minutes now. The curry at this point is very fragrant. We're going to go ahead and start adding in our stock. And it just kind of glugs its way in. So 1.5 quarts or 6 cups of chicken stock, unsalted or low sodium preferably, just because I like to be able to add my salt. I don't want them to dictate how much salt I'm going to have in my food. And then at this point, we are going to also add in our chunks of sweet potato. Just kind of drop them on in, and done. So now we are going to go ahead, bring it to a boil, then pull the heat back a little bit. Drop it just back down to maybe like a medium. Give it a cover and let it simmer for about 20 minutes or so, just until the sweet potatoes are tender. So here we are about 20-25 minutes later, and just straight in with the immersion blender. You can do this in a normal blender if that's all you've got, but if you have access to an immersion blender, definitely go this route. It saves a lot of mess and a lot of time. So this thing just kind of sucks everything up into it from underneath the liquid, and I make everything with this: pudding, a soup, cake, batter, you name it, it works. At this point, we add in the coconut milk. Give that a good stir, and you notice that color change. There you go. Almost could be pumpkin soup at this point. You know, you'd never know until you tasted it. Salt and pepper, and another good stir. Now, I did add a little extra curry powder in here at the end, just because that's what my wife liked. So, but you do you. You just taste it and alter it as you need. And so there we have it. Sweet potato coconut soup. Nice hints of curry in there. Take the creme fraiche if you'd like. Just kind of make a little swirl pattern on the top there. Drop a little bit of dried parsley. Just really accents and hits those flavors very, very well. Goat cheese would also taste pretty decent on this as well. So anything you feel like dressing it up with, there is no wrong answer. Now the little red flecks you see here in the picture inside the soup, that is actually galangal. It's a method of grinding red peppers. So you have like red pepper flakes. Galangal is like if you had run that same pepper through a coffee grinder. It's a completely different texture, but more or less the same general flavor. It's just a finer flake. So that's what that is, just in case you're wondering. It adds a little bit of heat. The wife said she needed a little more heat, so there you have it. But otherwise, do remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I also have activated the Patreon, which I will create another separate video later on this week, and I will actually show my face in this one. So do look forward to that. But until next time, may your life and your food always have flavor. Bye-bye.
Oops.